Welcome back to channel name Top Lincoln Currency. Today, we're diving into the world of the 2000 Lincoln penny, a coin that, at first glance, might seem like any ordinary cent, but some of these coins could actually be worth up to $90,000. Yes, you heard that right. So, if you have a jar of coins lying around, stay tuned because that little penny could be worth a lot more than you think. Before we talk about what makes the 2000 penny potentially valuable, let's take a quick look at its fascinating history. The 1-cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln was first minted in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. Since then, it has become an icon of American currency. In 2000, the penny was minted at both the Denver and Philadelphia mints. The D on the coin indicates it was minted in Denver. Over 8 billion of these pennies were made in Denver that year, so it's common. However, even with this high mintage, certain 2000 pennies are worth a lot due to rare errors or pristine quality, both of which can drive up the value. Let's go over the design and features of this penny so you know what you're looking for. On the obverse, or the front side, we have the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909 and is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. You'll also see the date, 2000, and the mint mark, D, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design stayed on the penny until 2008, when it was replaced by the shield reverse in 2010. So, the 2000 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series and has a copper-plated zinc composition, making it lightweight and easy to spot. Now to the big question, why are some of these pennies worth thousands of dollars? There are two main factors at play here, errors and grade. Let's break these down. Some 2000 pennies have rare minting errors that can make them extremely valuable to collectors. Here are a few to look out for. This happens when the coin is struck twice, resulting in a slight doubling effect. Look closely at Liberty or the date. If you see any doubling, that's a big indicator of value. If you have a penny where the design isn't fully centered, you might have an off-center error. Coins with this type of error can be worth much more, depending on how off-center the strike is. Cracks in the die can cause raised lines or blobs on the coin. These defects are often visible near the rim or along the edges of the design. Collectors find these unique and sometimes pay big money for them. Aside from errors, the grade or condition of the coin is crucial. Grading is a standardized way to assess a coin's quality, with the scale ranging from 1, poor, to 70, mint state. A 2000 penny in pristine mint state, especially one graded MS-67 or MS-68, can fetch impressive prices. Coins graded at high levels are hard to find, as most pennies from circulation have wear and tear. High-grade 2000 pennies can sell for thousands of dollars simply because of their rarity in top condition. So, how much can you expect a 2000 Lincoln penny to be worth today? If you have a 2000 penny that's seen some use, it's likely worth only face value, just 1 cent now. If you find a 2000 penny that's uncirculated and possibly in mint state condition, the value can increase dramatically. High-grade 2000 pennies graded MS-67 or above by a grading service like PCGS or NGC can be valued anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000. If your 2000 penny has a significant error, like a prominent double die or off-center strike, values could jump to $10,000, $20,000, or even more. There are rare cases where pristine or exceptionally unique 2000 pennies have been valued at $90,000 due to high demand from collectors seeking these one-of-a-kind finds. If you think you might have a valuable 2000 Lincoln penny, here are a few tips to help you identify and possibly sell it. Use a magnifying glass to check for errors, like doubling on letters or numbers and any off-center elements. If you believe the coin is in exceptional condition, consider getting it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. High-grade coins are more likely to attract serious buyers. Sites like eBay are common places to sell coins, but be sure to check other platforms specializing in numismatics, like heritage auctions. Here, rare pennies and error coins often attract serious collectors. Look up recent sales of 2000D pennies to get an idea of what similar coins have sold for. This can help you set realistic expectations. So, there you have it. The 2000D Lincoln penny might just be a treasure hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a dedicated collector or just someone curious about the coins in your pocket, remember that even a simple penny can hold fascinating history, and sometimes, surprising value. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin tips and treasure hunting advice, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. This script offers a deep dive into the 2000D penny's history, key features, potential value, and tips for collectors, keeping viewers engaged with both education and excitement. Today, we're diving into a classic and intriguing coin, the 1970 Lincoln Memorial Penny from the United States. It may look like any ordinary penny at first, but this little copper coin has a fascinating story and, if you're lucky, could be worth a small fortune, up to $78,000 in top condition. So, grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's explore what makes the 1970 penny so valuable. The 1970 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. This series replaced the original Lincoln wheat penny, which had been produced since 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 1970 penny is known for its iconic reverse design, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. With a history deeply rooted in American culture, this penny represents much more than a 1-cent value. Lincoln Memorial pennies were made mostly from copper and zinc, giving them a distinctive reddish hue, but pennies from different years and even different mints can vary in quality and weight, which is crucial when it comes to valuing rare coins. In 1970, the United States Mint produced pennies at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Each mint mark plays a significant role in the coin's value, as some locations produced fewer pennies, making them rarer than others. The 1970 S penny, minted in San Francisco, is especially notable for collectors. While both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced high volumes, the San Francisco mint produced fewer. With an interesting twist, they released coins with both regular strikes and proof strikes. Proof coins are specially made with a high-quality finish, intended for collectors rather than circulation. Now, here's where it gets exciting. The 1970 S penny comes in 2 major varieties, the small date and the large date. To a trained eye, this difference is quite clear, but if you're not sure, here's a quick tip: focus on the number 7 in the date. On a small date penny, the top of the 7 aligns almost perfectly with the other digits. However, on a large date penny, the 7 sits slightly lower than the 9 and 0. Why does this matter? Well, it turns out that the 1970 S small date in mint condition is particularly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Due to its scarcity, a high-grade small date 1970 S penny can reach astonishing values at auction. We're talking up to $78,000 or even more. Many of you might be wondering, how could a penny be worth thousands of dollars? The answer lies in the rarity, condition, and errors. The 1970 penny has become iconic partly because of its rare variants and partly because some coins from that year have specific errors. One example is the 1970 S double die error. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, you might notice that certain parts of the text, like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," appear slightly doubled. This doubling effect, known as a double die, happened during the minting process and is one of the most coveted errors in coin collecting. Additionally, collectors place a high premium on the 1970 S small date penny in pristine, uncirculated condition or with a high-grade certification. Because very few of these coins remain in perfect shape, high-quality versions are exceptionally valuable and have fetched record-breaking prices at auctions. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1970 penny? Here are a few steps you can take to check for potential value. First, check the mint mark. If you have a D for Denver or no mint mark at all, the coin is typically less rare, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. Still, your best bet lies in the 1970s penny. Next, determine whether you have a small date or large date by examining the placement of the 7. Small dates are more valuable, so be on the lookout for that alignment. Finally, carefully inspect the coin for any signs of doubling or other unique characteristics that could indicate a mint error. It may be worth having the coin professionally appraised or graded if you think you found something extraordinary. Let's talk numbers. If you have a standard 1970 penny in circulated condition, it's likely worth just a penny or maybe a few cents to collectors. However, a 1970s small date penny in top mint condition has recently been valued at $78,000 and up. Remember, the value of any coin depends on its condition, or grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, flawless condition. A high-grade 1970s small date penny can be worth thousands, while a lower-grade or worn version may only bring in a few hundred. If you believe your penny could be valuable, consider having it professionally graded to establish an accurate market value. And there you have it. The 1970 Lincoln penny may just be a humble 1-cent piece, but with the right mint mark, date size, or error, it could turn into a jackpot. Coins like these remind us that sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the most value. So, check those old jars, search through your collections, and you might just find one of these rare gems. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos on rare coins, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Until next time, happy collecting. This script should provide a complete, engaging, and informative overview of the 1970 Lincoln penny, with a focus on its rare variants, errors, and values. Happy filming! Today, we're diving into the story of a penny that might surprise you. It's the 1971 D Lincoln cent, a coin that's made its way into millions of people's pockets over the years, but some special versions of this penny are worth thousands, even reaching a staggering $87,000. Yep, you heard that right. This simple 1-cent coin, minted over half a century ago, has the potential to be worth a small fortune. Let's dive into the history, unique features, and what makes certain 1971 D pennies so valuable today. The story of the Lincoln cent begins with a president who left a monumental impact on the United States. When the Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln. The design was crafted by Victor David Brenner and has since become an iconic part of American coinage. Fast forward to 1971, and this penny, minted in Denver and marked by the D mint mark, was a part of everyday transactions across the country. In 1971, the U.S. Mint in Denver produced around 2.9 billion of these coins, each bearing the familiar profile of Lincoln on the obverse, or heads side, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Though it seems like just another common penny, certain versions of the 1971 D cent have rare characteristics that make them exceptionally valuable. The 1971 D Lincoln cent was minted in an era when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with new processes and technologies. This led to occasional inconsistencies in production quality. As a result, some 1971 D pennies possess unique features that attract collectors, from double die errors to unusual minting details. These errors can appear in a variety of forms. For instance, the double die error, which is among the most popular. This is when the design appears slightly doubled, and in some cases, it's visible on Lincoln's face, the date, or even the lettering. So, when you look closely at a 1971 D cent, these minor details can sometimes mean big bucks. So, why is the 1971 D penny worth thousands? Not every penny minted in Denver in 1971 has this kind of value, but a select few have traits that set them apart. Here's what you need to look for. These coins can feature slight doubling on the date, the "In God We Trust" inscription, or the word "Liberty." Coins with noticeable doubling are rare and have been known to sell for significant amounts at auction. If the coin is in mint state, meaning it hasn't been circulated and shows no wear, it can command a higher price. Mint state 1971 D pennies with double die errors or other rare features can increase their value even more. Coins are professionally graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin. 1971 D pennies graded at 65 or higher and that show doubling are extremely valuable. In 2023, one such coin sold for an astonishing $87,000. While it's a modern coin, the history tied to the Lincoln cent and its continuous production makes it historically appealing. The 1971 D penny has a place in numismatic history due to its rarity and errors. If you have a 1971 D penny, here's how you can identify its worth. First, grab a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect the coin closely. Look carefully at the date and the inscriptions. Do you see any doubling on 1971 or on the lettering? Next, check the coin's condition. Is it free from scratches, dents, or wear? The closer it is to mint state, the more valuable it might be. You can also have your coin graded by a professional coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They'll assess your coin's condition and authenticity, which can greatly impact its value. The 1971 D penny market has seen exciting fluctuations. High-grade, double die error pennies from 1971 D have been known to sell at major auctions. In recent years, values have surged, and collectors have paid tens of thousands for these rarities. So, while most 1971 D pennies may only fetch a few cents, the rarest ones with clear errors and mint condition can attract competitive bids, pushing values as high as $87,000. The coin market is always evolving, and as collectors look to complete their Lincoln cent collections, these rare pennies continue to hold high demand. If you're lucky enough to find a mint state 1971 D penny with a double die error, you could have a true collector's treasure. If you're serious about coin collecting, remember these 3 tips. Errors like doubling can be subtle, so examine each coin carefully with proper lighting and magnification. Store coins in protective cases to keep them from scratching or wearing. This helps maintain their value, especially if you think it could be rare. Coins go up and down in value, so keeping track of the latest auction results and market trends can help you know when the time is right to sell. And there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1971 D penny. What seems like just another penny could actually be worth a life-changing amount. Remember to check your change and inspect those coins carefully because you never know what might be hiding right in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next coin treasure video. Until next time, keep hunting and keep dreaming big. This script offers a comprehensive look at the history, identifying features, and potential value of the 1971 D Lincoln cent, with engaging visuals and practical advice for viewers looking to spot valuable coins. Enjoy filming. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, the surprising value, and the potential worth of an unassuming yet highly sought-after treasure, the 1974 United States 1-cent coin. Did you know that this humble penny could be worth up to $88,000 today? That's right, this tiny copper coin may be worth a small fortune. So, whether you're a coin collector, treasure hunter, or just curious, stay tuned to find out why the 1974 penny is so special. Let's take a quick trip back to 1974. The United States was buzzing with change, gas prices were soaring, the Vietnam War had just ended, and American culture was shifting dramatically. This period also marked an interesting chapter in U.S. mint history. The penny, which we often overlook today, was at the center of a national debate: should it still be made of copper? In fact, copper prices were so high during this time that the U.S. Mint was considering a big change, switching the composition of the penny from copper to aluminum to cut costs. But, as you'll see, this led to some rare, intriguing versions of the penny that coin collectors would hunt down years later. The 1974 1-cent coin that most of us are familiar with was made primarily of copper, with 95% copper and 5% zinc. Over 4 billion of these copper pennies were produced across 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's where it gets interesting. There were also experimental pennies produced in aluminum. Yes, in 1973 and 1974, the U.S. Mint produced over 1 million pennies made out of aluminum. However, after much debate, the government ultimately decided to stick with copper. Most of these aluminum pennies were reportedly destroyed, but a few escaped into circulation, making them incredibly rare and valuable. If you happen to have one of these aluminum 1974 pennies, it could be worth a jaw-dropping amount at auction. Now, you're probably wondering how much a regular copper 1974 penny can be worth. While a typical circulated 1974 penny might just be worth its face value, certain uncirculated and well-preserved pennies can fetch a much higher price. A penny in near-perfect condition, graded by professional coin grading services as MS-67 or MS-68, could sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets exciting. In 2014, a rare aluminum 1974 penny was sold for $88,000 in a private sale. Only a few of these aluminum pennies are thought to exist, making them one of the most valuable variations of the 1974 penny. Are you curious if your 1974 penny could be worth thousands? Here's what to look for. First, examine the overall condition of your penny. The less wear it has, the higher its value. Look for clear details on Abraham Lincoln's face and the words on the coin. Next, check for any mint marks. Pennies with a D or S mint mark indicate they were produced in Denver or San Francisco, respectively. These might hold additional value, particularly if they're in mint condition. Finally, if you somehow have an aluminum 1974 penny, you're holding a potential fortune. These aluminum pennies weigh much less than copper ones, so a quick check with a scale could reveal if you've got a rarity. Collectors are drawn to the 1974 penny because of its unique place in U.S. mint history and the possibility of discovering an aluminum penny. With so few of these out there, each discovery can make headlines and fetch impressive sums. This excitement is what drives coin collectors worldwide to search for pennies with high grades, errors, and unique characteristics. So, if you have a 1974 penny, especially one in pristine condition, consider having it graded by a professional service. A high-grade rating could dramatically increase its value. Maybe this penny has inspired you to dig through your change and see what treasures you might have. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a gateway to history, mystery, and sometimes big money. And who knows? The next valuable coin could be hiding in your wallet right now. So go ahead, check your change jar, visit your local coin shop, and keep learning. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more stories about valuable coins and hidden treasures. Thank you for watching. Join us next time as we uncover the hidden worth of everyday coins. Until then, happy hunting. This script will engage viewers, provide historical insight, and encourage them to take action by checking their own coins and subscribing for more content. Good luck, and happy filming. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a closer look at a coin that could be sitting in your pocket right now, the 1979 1-cent Lincoln penny from the United States of America. Now, believe it or not, certain 1979 pennies have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. So stay tuned as we dig into the rich history behind this coin, explore its unique features, and reveal how much some of these pennies could be worth today, possibly as much as $89,000. Let's start with a little bit of history. The 1979 Lincoln penny, like all Lincoln cents, features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that's been in circulation since 1909, crafted by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Over the years, Lincoln's profile has become one of the most recognizable designs in American currency. In 1979, the penny was minted at three primary locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. That's why you'll see different mint marks on some of these pennies. But what makes this particular year so special? 1979 was actually a significant time in American history, marked by economic shifts, and as the nation transitioned out of the 1970s, the penny's materials and minting process had notable differences compared to other years. Let's get into the details of this coin's design and composition. Like many other pennies minted between 1959 and 1982, the 1979 penny is composed primarily of copper. Specifically, these coins contain 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. This makes the 1979 penny heavier and different in composition from pennies produced after 1982, which were made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. On the obverse, we have Lincoln's profile, and if you look carefully under the year, you might see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. Some pennies from Philadelphia lack a mint mark altogether. These details may seem minor, but as you'll see in a moment, they can make a huge difference in the value of the coin. Now, let's talk value: why collectors are willing to pay big money for a 1979 penny. In most cases, a 1979 penny you find in circulation is worth just face value. However, there are certain conditions and unique attributes that can make this coin exceptionally valuable. So, what are these attributes? The value of a 1979 penny can be impacted by factors such as coins graded in top conditions, like mint state, MS 65 or higher, are highly sought after by collectors. A pristine, uncirculated 1979 penny can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s. Coins with minting errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or the rare floating roof error, can significantly boost a coin's value. Certain error coins have sold at auctions for thousands of dollars. Proof versions of the 1979 penny, especially those minted in San Francisco with an S mark, are very valuable. Proof coins were minted specifically for collectors and often have a mirror-like finish that makes them stand out. If you happen to find a 1979 S penny in perfect proof condition, it could be worth thousands. So, let's get to the real question on everyone's mind: how much can a 1979 penny be worth today? Well, while most circulated 1979 pennies won't bring in big money, some extraordinary examples have sold for impressive amounts. The highest recorded sale for a 1979 penny in mint state condition went for a jaw-dropping $89,000. Yes, $89,000 for a single penny. The coin's pristine, high-grade quality, along with any unique minting errors, contributed to its substantial value. To put this in perspective, out of millions of 1979 pennies minted, only a small fraction are in this flawless condition today. Now, you're probably wondering how to check if your 1979 penny is valuable. Here are a few tips: check under the date. Coins from San Francisco with an S mint mark and those in proof condition are particularly valuable. Look closely for any doubling, such as on the date or inscriptions. Off-center strikes or any unusual characteristics can be a good indicator of value. If your penny looks almost brand new with little to no wear, it may be worth sending it to a professional grading service to determine its mint state grade. If you believe you have a valuable 1979 penny, it could be worth consulting a professional coin appraiser or submitting it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can help you determine the exact grade and value of your coin. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and who knows? That spare change in your pocket might just be worth more than you think. While the 1979 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary at first glance, some of these coins have sold for thousands, and even tens of thousands, of dollars. So take a closer look at those pennies. You never know what treasures you might find. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about the history and value of the 1979 penny, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin content. Drop a comment below and let us know if you have any rare finds or if you'd like us to cover a specific coin next. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep checking that change. This script incorporates storytelling, historical details, and practical tips to create an engaging video that will keep viewers interested and informed. Today, we're diving into one special coin that has captivated collectors worldwide, the 1962 D Lincoln cent. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this coin? After all, it's just a penny, right? Well, there's so much more to it than meets the eye. Some versions of this little penny are worth big money today, even up to a whopping $46,000. So, let's jump into the fascinating history, the rarity factors, and of course, what makes this coin so valuable. The Lincoln cent series started back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was revolutionary. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to 1962, and here's where things get interesting for collectors. In 1962, the Denver Mint struck millions of these pennies, over 1.7 billion to be exact. So, you might think they'd be easy to find. But the story of the 1962 D penny goes beyond just how many were made. It's about condition, rarity and high grades, and a few unique errors and variations that have sent its value soaring. If you have a 1962 D penny, look carefully at the D mint mark below the date. This indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. The mint mark can vary slightly, and sometimes, due to minting issues, you might find a repunched mint mark, or RPM. An RPM occurs when the mint mark was punched twice by mistake, leading to a doubling effect. Collectors love these little details. Now, RPMs on 1962 D pennies can make these coins quite desirable. Some of these error coins have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So, what drives the value of the 1962 D Lincoln cent? Primarily, three things: condition, rarity of high-grade examples, and errors or unique features. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. While 1962 D pennies are common, finding them in high grades like MS-65 or MS-67 is a real challenge. MS stands for mint state, meaning the coin is in near-perfect, untouched condition. A 1962 D penny in MS-65 can be worth between $25 to $50. But if you're lucky enough to have one in MS-67, the value can skyrocket to around $2,000 or more. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Certain error coins or coins in perfect condition have fetched astonishing prices. The record price for a 1962 D Lincoln penny was an incredible $46,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $46,000 for a penny. The reason for these high prices often lies in unique errors like double dies or die breaks. Imagine seeing two of each letter on the coin due to a minting mishap. These errors can make a common coin into a highly sought-after collector's item. Alright, so if you have a 1962 D penny, you're probably itching to know if it's valuable. Here are some quick tips on how to inspect your coin for its potential worth. Look at the details. Is the coin shiny and free from major scratches? The closer it is to mint condition, the higher the grade. Inspect the D under the date. A doubled or repunched mint mark, RPM, is a strong indicator that your penny could be worth more. For the best assessment, compare your coin with grading guides or take it to a professional. If you think your coin is in excellent condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade certification could greatly increase its value. In terms of market value, a typical 1962 D penny in circulated condition is worth about its face value. However, if you have an uncirculated example or one with a notable error, the value can go up significantly. Uncirculated coins can be worth anywhere from $1 to $5, while high-grade MS-65 examples range around $25 to $50. But remember, exceptional coins, like MS-67 or coins with RPMs or other errors, can fetch hundreds or even thousands at auction. So, if you have a 1962D penny lying around, take a closer look. Who knows, you might just have a rare gem in your pocket change worth thousands. Remember, the thrill of coin collecting lies in finding these treasures in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 1962D penny, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin stories. Thanks for watching, channel name, and until next time, happy hunting and happy collecting. This script is crafted to keep viewers engaged and includes actionable insights on how to identify a potentially valuable 1962D penny. With this information, viewers will gain a greater appreciation for the coin and a sense of excitement about what they might find in their own collections.